What up, folks? Welcome to the podcast. I am making a lot of noise, and I can hear everything because that's so gross. I can hear everything because of this little microphone up in the corner, up in here. Yeah. So, Grant.
Hello.
What are you thinking? This is it. This is the pilot.
This is crazy.
This is the pilot for the podcast.
Branching out, new territory.
We don't know what we're doing. This is just raw, pure organic, no GMOs.
Oranges.
All natural.
It's an orange.
All natural podcast right here, folks. So here's the plan. I have left sort of YouTube. Peace
The
out.
ship has sailed.
That ship has sailed. I still want to make videos for YouTube, but podcast to me is the cool. Chewing. Wow. Grant shows up first pilot. Chewing an orange.
Something.
Walks in the door. First thing he says, "I'm hungry."
I'm starving.
Oh man. But yeah, that's what we're doing.
Yeah,
Just hanging out.
It's exciting. You got to try something new.
Mm-hmm.
It's what YouTube kind of did for you. It was a conversation place, but podcast would be better.
It got me out a little bit, but with a podcast, I feel like I can bring more people in, get more people involved, and it's going to be a better just conversation, hanging out, doing the thing. So I feel like this entire episode is going to be like one big disclaimer.
Yeah, like we did on.
Yeah.
You could very easily just go back and watch our first YouTube video.
Oh, don't do that.
Disclaimer.
Don't do it. We need to do that as well. We can do that on the podcast.
Yeah, we need to
go
watch
back
it.
and rewatch our YouTube videos. Like, we've been talking about doing this for a little while. And here it is. We're 2 minutes in, and I feel like it's already rubbish.
Yeah. But that's fine. We're going to use it. It's a pilot.
Yeah.
All right?
So, basically, this is just a test to figure out if we can actually do this thing. Here, I'm going to open this orange into the microphone so you guys can hear what I hear. Wait.
Wow.
This is what opening a clementine sounds like,
It's a
people.
small orange.
That's what hitting your knuckles on the table sounds like.
Everything. That's what the podcast is going to be. The sound of everything. We'll just go up to things and we'll just like.
Okay, so real conversation here. I gotta think of a name for the podcast, and I think I have one. So I was talking to Gigi about what to call this thing, and the shower thoughts kept coming to me because shower thoughts are the best thoughts ever.
They are.
Are they not?
Yeah, and they don't get shared.
No, and it can be anything. There's no theme to this podcast. No. We're not going to talk like news or religion or
everything.
We'll hit it all, man.
The things you think about in the shower, you have a little dry erase board in there. You write it down. We hit those topics.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Dry erase board in your shower.
That would be our first merchandise item. That would sell.
Shower dry erase
boards, dude.
See, somebody's going to get on this podcast and like 5 years later, like when this actually gets a random view once in a while, and somebody's going to be like, man, these guys had some great ideas, and they're going to make millions on all of our concepts that we didn't make. So, here it is. Welcome to the show, folks.
Welcome to the show. And orange.
Yep. We need a theme song, too. I think I'm going to record like an actual...
I have to be in it.
Song for this. Grant's going to sing for the podcast thing. We've come a long way from Burger Van, just YouTube.
So much has changed.
Games. We looked like children in that first video. And now, like, I feel like
we haven't changed at all.
Yeah.
We're still the kids we were at the beginning.
But
what have we done with our lives?
We have jobs and stuff.
We have jobs. We have lives.
Well, I had a job then. You probably didn't.
I baled hay.
Wow. Well, I mean, I baled hay once in a while. Like, there was a few times.
Yeah, you showed up
when I baled some hay.
You showed up when it was cool out. It's up to
yeah. Well, it's when I got called mainly, but it was extra work. So you've got a pretty cool job.
I do. I love my job.
Talk about that.
So I do stuff with computers. You know Google Maps? That's what we basically do. You've seen it. Do you understand what I do? Or when I showed you that, does that make any sense?
Mm-hmm.
When I say Google Maps, does that ring a bell?
Yeah. Oh,
So-
wait. Hold on. I'm getting a call. Hold on. I got to go to work. Hold this.
Well,
We're back. So,
we were talking about my job.
talking about Grant's job.
Doesn't seem very interesting, but nonetheless, we make maps for people. You can have your orange bag.
Thanks, Grant.
We take an area. So basically, right now we're actually doing Dayton. We do the boundary of Dayton. They say we want to see the buildings in this area. So we go in and we digitize the buildings, which is a fancy word for drawing boxes around things. And so we do that for the buildings. We do that for the planometrics for the whole state or this whole city of Dayton. And that includes roads, that includes fences, includes driveways, sidewalks, the whole shebang. That's basically what we do.
So Grant maps everything.
The whole world,
Pretty
basically.
much. You guys use like drones.
Drones, we
and
fly everything over everything.
all kinds of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
They know where you live.
We do. We could find out where you live very easily. If you were outside, like sipping on something, it was like, is that lemonade? Yeah, I'd know it was lemonade.
Grant will see your lemonade.
I'll see the lemonade.
Don't sit outside. Grant will find you.
I could very easily.
That's really kind of creepy.
I really couldn't.
Like, well, but seriously, if you have that kind of access to those, like that level of equipment on a daily basis, what does the government have?
I don't know. Yeah. You're like, They basically, so something about that, like when they say lower the taxes, we want lower taxes. Like my company benefits from higher taxes because the government pays us to do all these things. So we are the government, kind of.
Grant is the man.
I'm the bad guy.
Grant's the man. Grant's the guy that's charging you for water runoff. He's that guy.
I do. It's actually cheaper, so you're good.
Explain that, because people get so upset when they get a water runoff bill. So explain what that means and why that's better for them.
So generally, a water runoff bill is decided by parcel, as far as I know. And so it's based on your parcel. Depending on how big your parcel is, you get a percentage.
For all of us common folk, Grant, what's a parcel?
A parcel is the designated land that you've bought. You paid for that. That is your piece of land that you own for, like, so say this church, it's on one parcel of land. It's a certain size. It's the boundary. It's basically the fence. If you see the fence line, it's the parcel. It can be a little bit different than that. But depending on the size of the parcel, you get a certain percentage of runoff for that. And that doesn't take into fact if that land is entirely a field or entirely a parking lot. Somebody has to make this interesting. So,
for those of you listening, I'm making weird faces at the camera with my orange.
But so basically, if that's the case, the person who has a field and the person who has a parking lot will get charged basically the same amount, which isn't fair to the guy who owns the field, right? For runoff, because he's not running anything off. So with the new way, we go in and we digitize everything that cement or not water can't get through it. It's called impervious surfaces. Anything like that. It could be a little pavement pad in your yard, your house.
Okay, snore. Okay, so
Everything
basically,
else. Yeah.
the person with not a lot of like pavement and stuff that water can run off
basically
of doesn't get charged.
He doesn't get charged as much the new way. So it's better. It's so much better.
Grant here saves you guys.
Saves your lives.
Because he goes in, maps your property, like your little driveway and your roof and all that stuff, and that's the only thing you get charged for, versus some guy that's got a parking lot like Walmart, so they get charged more.
Way more.
Because of the water runoff, and it's nasty, and you know, all that business. It's better. So you guys are saving money thanks to Grant because of your water runoff bill. So next time you get some water runoff, you can blame Grant, but also thank Grant. Because he's got your back. All right. So,
first topic of the day.
First topic of the day, Grant's job. What do I do?
What does Luke do? Let's ask that question.
What do I do? I work for True Relationships. That's where we are right here, right now. Watch this. Where's my card? Here it is.
Any of them will work. Pick one.
This is what I do. Admin, counselor, and it's fantastic. What's ringing?
Getting another call.
Getting another call. So, we back. So pretty much what I do is I answer the phone for True Relationships. I book all the appointments, and if anything goes wrong, I'm kind of the fixer for True Relationships counseling business.
The plumber.
Plumber. I plumb. But yeah, that's my job. That's what I do. Do some bookkeeping, just all the little behind the scenes stuff. See a few clients, which is a blast. Premarital is the most fun thing I believe you can do in counseling. That is an absolute blast,
Why is
Mr.
that?
Sperry.
What's
Why
the best part
why
about
is
that?
it a blast is because you never know what you're going to get. It's that way with anything in counseling, but you have no idea what kind of person is going to walk into your door when you do premarital. They could be 17 or 18, or they could be up in their 50s or 60s.
And you've gotten that range.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, those kind of people do premarital. Like, everybody thinks, okay, premarital teenagers. Not necessarily. And we get some people that are, kind of middle-aged. But everybody comes in with something different. And they're all super psyched because they're premarital and they're getting ready to embark on this huge adventure in life that is marriage. And sometimes they don't have a clue what to expect. And it's just fun. It's more of a teaching thing. I feel like that's kind of my wheelhouse. And it's just a blast. I love doing it. It's awesome. So, yeah, if you've ever been involved in our premarital program, I think you would say it's fun. I mean, it's a lot of information, and sometimes we deal with some hard topics, but
it probably ends up better too. Probably end up in a better position.
Yeah, there are some numbers for premarital and people that go through it, and I feel like I want to say that it's like a 70%
increase
in staying together and like better quality of marriage. It may be more because I remember whenever I saw the number, it was really significant. For doing premarital. So if you're going to get married, get you some premarital. It is worth the investment. Do that. Very, very wise move.
That's awesome.
Yeah. That's what I do.
And that was a commercial break.
Commercial break. Bam! Not a sponsored content video and or podcast. We need some sponsors for the podcast. That's what we're going to do.
Sponsors, hit us up.
So, sponsors, hit us up. That's how we're gonna get them.
That's how you do it.
That'll get them every time. It's like, sponsors, come on, get some of this.
You want some of this?
Yeah. So we've got some topics for today that we want to talk about. So basically, we don't have a goal for this.
No goals.
We don't know where this is gonna go.
Talk.
This is the brutal episode right here.
Yeah,
this is number one. We're gonna have more people in the future and like make it more of a 3, maybe 4-way conversation. I think that'll be really good. We're just going to kind of play with the audio, see if this microphone situation works. Not really positive. It might. There's a chance.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. Yeah, Grant.
It's a nice
I heard
microphone.
it. I can hear you scratch your face. So, yeah, I'm just kind of monitoring.
It's weird. I
those of you guys
don't
that are
feel
wondering.
secure over here. Like, my thoughts are not my own right now.
I can hear you breathe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the conversations, I was like, Luke was like, you should come up with a topic for this.
Yeah, like
And
I wrote down some stuff and Grant thought up some stuff.
I had like some serious things. I didn't even tell them yet, and I was like, what's the dumbest thing? And he's like, wow, those are great ideas. I'm
Perfect.
Like,
So, here's some real questions. Actually, no. I want to lead off with this one because I'd like for you to explain this one to our viewing or listening audience here. Okay, I learned this maybe a month ago. Grant, when he clips his fingernails, he doesn't use nail clippers.
I don't.
He uses toenail clippers on his hands. I don't understand because toenail clippers are typically, they're quite a bit larger.
They are. The
And
ones I use are.
they're like wire cutters. I mean, like they don't, like your fingers are delicate. You do soft things with your fingers, and toenail clippers like
Boom!
like cut off
You can clip your finger off before.
It's more of a crushing motion than a slicing, cutting, clipping motion. So explain that one, Mr. Sperry.
For some people, they might have delicate fingers. My fingernails are like man fingernails. They grow, or like woman's. I don't know. They grow so quickly. They're just crazy. And so I'm like, what's better? Use one small fingernail clipper. It takes like twice if not 3 times longer, when you could just go shunk, shunk, it's 2. It takes 2 instead of like 5 or 6 on each. It's time consuming.
So instead of like 5 or 6, right? You've got 2.
Yeah, I've got 2. It's like a pointer. Sometimes 3. You get the sharp ones, you're like, you get a little pointy, and you're like,
Cut off the top.
Flat.
Have you ever considered
Nice.
like a file?
No. Why would I consider that when a toenail clipper works perfectly on my fingers?
Your fingers are like insane though. Like you've got this situation with
They grow so quickly.
like your cuticles and
Yeah,
like
they
hangnail. Like
Yeah.
okay, Grant's hands, they're just like split open all the time.
Dude, one of them, once a week, one of them busts open.
It like bad. It's not just a little bit. It's not like, oh, I've got a hangnail. Like they're like cut.
And then they're fine. Like, this was yesterday's. Like, it was torn up, and it's coming back. Like, it's fine today.
Okay,
They
so
just do it.
for instance, when's the last time you cut your fingernails?
Saturday night.
Okay, so this is Monday, and Grant's fingernails are already huge.
I know. I feel like I need to cut them really badly.
Oh man,
I
it
could probably.
looks like you have French tips right now.
Yeah, and they need to go. Tonight.
Goodness.
With toenail
I wonder if you
clippers.
could get like a belt sander and just like set your fingers
Every morning.
down on the
just
belt sander.
Go for it.
That might end badly, but you know.
Yeah. Just my hands are gone. And then I might have some. I wouldn't have to worry about my Q-tips anymore, or my
Q-tips.
Hmm.
Q-tips, Grant.
cleaning your ears. That is a good thing. Do it daily.
Oh wow. Okay. So
Next
yeah,
up.
that's a weird fact about Grant Sperry. He
Yeah.
uses toenail clippers,
Toenail clippers
on
my
his
fingers.
hands.
Yes.
I feel like there's got to be a better way to do that.
It works fine for me. I have no problem. Like, they're rounded. Look how perfectly rounded they are.
They are quite nice.
Yeah. No problems.
Okay.
Next question.
Next question. Okay, I don't know how far this one's gonna go, but you said spray on or stick deodorant. What do you use, Mr. Sperry?
For a while there, I was using spray on. Worst idea ever.
Why?
Every morning, I'd be in the middle of work, and like, I sit down at a computer all day. I don't do anything but click the fingers. Nothing with my arms whatsoever. Just sweat started dripping down.
What brand did you use?
I was using Degree.
So we're definitely not gonna get sponsored by them.
Degree, we don't like you.
We don't like your spray on. Well, that's interesting because I use their stick. I use Degree stick,
I have their stick Degree.
and it's great.
It works fine.
It's the best thing ever, and it's cheap.
It's
and
cheap.
yeah,
It feels good. It smells good.
so I've considered the spray on, but now
No chance.
I'm not gonna do
It looks cool. Like, you spray it and it's like this foggy smoke. You're like, ooh.
It's probably horrible
Yeah.
for you. Oh, foggy smoke
Foggy
spraying on your
smoke spray.
armpits.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
Wow. All right then. So spray on deodorant, folks. You know, I've heard some people get really good results from it.
Maybe it's just a different kind.
Yeah, it must
I
just
don't know.
depend on your body or, whatever. Because some people use deodorant and, it's great, and another person can use the same one and it's horrible because, we're all human. But yeah. So there you go.
Just rub more on. Spray more on.
Rub it a little more on.
Next topic.
Next topic. So I'm going to skip some of the other stuff because we're running on time here. But Christmas is soon, Grant.
Woo! Dump your girlfriends.
Dump all your girlfriends. Christmas time's coming. It's not worth it.
And hook it back up right after.
Right after, man. Save your money.
That was probably one of the first pieces of wisdom Luke told me back
And was I right, Mr. Sperry?
Oh, you were so correct.
I was so correct. Grant here had himself a girlfriend back in the day, way back in the day. This is when we first started Burger Man, all right?
I don't know if this is shower talk.
No, these are shower thoughts, Grant. These are absolutely
All right.
shower thoughts. So Grant's got him a girlfriend, and I'm like, no. And
out of
Grant's
there.
like, yeah. So I'm like, Grant, here's what you do. You're unsure, dump her before Christmas.
Oh, man.
And man, did she turn out bad.
Rotten tomato.
But he didn't listen. So Grant went through Christmas, spent all his money on this woman, and guess what? Just as we both anticipated, it still didn't work out. But Grant wanted to get through Christmas because that was the nice thing to do, and you don't want to ruin your Christmas. Dumb. Dumb. Folks, if you're unsure of your significant other, dump them before Christmas. Get it over with, man. If it ain't going right, get them out of your life, man.
Wow.
I mean,
That's what we teach here at True Relationships.
True Relationships. Oh man, this is all off the cuff. Don't worry about it. Yeah.
Anyway, back to the subject.
Yep.
Is that what?
I mean, hey, I here's the thing. I believe in relationship. I believe in dating. We're both dating. We're in really serious dating relationships right now. But if you're in a spot like Grant was, and there are blatant signs that this woman does not need to be in your life.
What were those signs? What?
I don't know, Grant. What were they?
Let's not talk about that. Let's not. That is not shower talk. That is something else entirely.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't listen.
Is that what your
How much
topic was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, not really.
Nailed it.
Not really. Actually, you brought that up.
Okay. That was my topic.
That was you.
Whoops.
That was you, and then you said don't talk about it.
We could have completely missed this.
It's my show, Grant.
I'm never talking ever again. I'll be silent. I take a vow.
Oh, man. So, all right, Christmas. I may cut all that last that we just talked about. Because
hope so.
You just dropped a grenade on this podcast. Just boom!
That'll end badly. All right.
Christmas. Christmas is coming up soon, Mr. Sperry.
Christmas.
So I just wanted to talk to you. Are there any there's a lot around Christmas. So everybody has like their thing, like their traditions that they do. Like what do you guys do? Like are you guys like heavy on the decorations? Do you have something that you do every single year? Like what's Christmas like at the Sperry residence?
So sad.
So
Such a
sad
subject to bring up. It used to be we all put the Christmas tree up together. And then it was mom does it on her spare time, and we come home and, hey, the Christmas tree's up. Which makes me sad.
Why does that make you sad, Mr.
Because
Sperry?
I like Christmas. I really like the season. I like the decorations.
So you're a traditionalist, Christmas, and you like the traditions in Christmas,
Yeah,
right?
I like putting up the tree with the fam, doing the family thing, going with the family.
The fam.
Yeah.
That's great.
But we don't do anything.
I feel like that happens a lot. Like, kids get older in the
Yeah.
household and it becomes more of a chore.
Like, there was a time.
And it's hard to get everybody together in the same room and do it,
There was a time when I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. There was a few years where I was like, I don't care, And now I've matured and I'm like, I need to appreciate these things more.
Right. So you appreciate the family time.
Yeah.
Having time together. Because it's hard to get schedules to line up, Like you've got work, you've got your relationships outside of the home. You've got all this other stuff going on. Everybody's calling your name to do something, especially us being church people. It's hard to get time to just set aside several hours to do something like that. As sad as that sounds, that's the case.
Yeah.
So yeah, I feel you. I mean, back in the day, I'm trying to think of what we would do. We would just it was kind of a team effort. Like typically me and my mom would set up the tree, and then it kind of got like turned into my thing. Like I'm an only child, so I'm all by my onesie. I didn't have like the brother sister thing, so I just kind of did it by myself. I enjoyed it. Like we would decorate the tree. It'd be a good time. Recently, me and my girlfriend have been doing it, but this last year, we just haven't been there. There's been so much going on, and so yeah, my mom just put it up this year, and I still appreciate it. I appreciate that the Christmas tree's up. It's just becoming more and more difficult to get that kind of time just to do all that. It's interesting. Yeah, I definitely appreciate the traditions. Like if we didn't have a Christmas tree, I would be beside myself.
Yeah, I'd be sad.
I would take off work to put up a Christmas
There'd
tree.
be a Christmas tree.
Like there would
somewhere.
be a Christmas tree happening at my house. And yeah, I definitely appreciate that. I think like Christmas tends to turn more from like gifts and all this stuff when you're an adult to more of that family thing.
Yeah.
For me anyways.
Definitely.
Like you appreciate the food more. You appreciate like seeing people more than just hanging out getting the latest Lego set.
Yeah, I walked to Walmart the other day and we passed the toy aisle. I'm like, I remember when that stuff used to be so much fun to get. I'm like, why can't it be fun anymore?
Yeah.
On the topic of Christmas trees, I found out the other day. So I've had this Christmas tree, this little Christmas tree I've had in my room. Like every Christmas we put it up. It's a little thing. It's like somebody made it. It's not from a store. Someone made it, and it's got like the little thing on the bottom, like the wrapping that would go under it. Like you would do under like a regular tree just to hold the dirt in, but there's no
Like a
dirt in it.
burlap bag?
Yeah, like a burlap. Yes.
Is it about this
potato
big?
sack. Yeah, I mean,
I may have the same tree.
mine's small. Yours looks a little bit bigger just by the size.
A little bitter.
A little bit. But the other day I was with Jenna. We were hanging out and my mom was there, and she was like, I was talking about it. I was like, "Hey mom, can we get lights for that tree? Because we didn't have lights for it." And Jenna was like, "What kind of tree is it?" And my mom brought it out and showed. She's like, "We made those. Bill made those. Bill and Jenna made
No way.
those."
Okay.
And my favorite tree is from Jenna.
Wow. Okay, so Jenna is Grant's girlfriend. For those of you listening. Wow.
Yeah.
The connection.
She was like, "Ah!" I was like, "Oh, you gotta be kidding."
Wow.
It's just that connection there.
Meant to be. See, that's
Man.
not the girlfriend that you want to get rid of. That's the one you want to keep.
I was like, it is meant to be. The Christmas tree.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Goodness.
I know. I was shocked. I was like, I can't believe this right now. It's weird. This
Wow.
is too much.
That is too much. So is there anything at Christmas that you're like, it wouldn't be Christmas without insert thing here?
Usually, I would say going to my grandparents' house. That's the main thing for me. Like, we go there it used to be going to Grandma Tucky. That wasn't her last name. It was Carr. But she lived in Kentucky.
Grandma Tucky.
And we called her Tucky.
Hey, go, Grandma Tucky's house.
I don't even know how it happened, but
Jump in the car, kids.
we called her Tucky. But that was where it used to be.
So you called her that like to her face.
Yeah, Grandma Tucky.
Grandma Tucky.
Grandma Tucky.
We're gonna have to call her up. On
She
the
loved
podcast.
it. She's dead.
Oh.
She died last year.
I'm sorry. Wow.
Awkward.
Foot in mouth.
Sadness.
Huh. Okay, then moving right along.
That's gonna be part of the intro. Awkward. Sadness.
Sadness.
All the different feelings you feel. Every time we get one, we'll just say it, and then we'll add it to the
Yeah,
song.
we'll do like a real nice intro for this. Like, welcome to Shower Thoughts.
Awkward. Sadness.
We're gonna harmonize for the intro, me and Grant.
Yeah.
Shower Thoughts with Luke and Grant. Yeah.
But yeah,
Grandma Tucky.
going to the grandparents' house is usually the thing. Just being with family.
Mhm.
It's awkward or not awkward. It's just strange because a lot of the family moved away, or has family somewhere else. So like every year it would be like, because it'd be like an off-season thing. Like 1 year they go away, 1 year they're here, and usually it'd be on the same one. So like Denise and then Philip, they'd both be gone at the same time. So they'd be like, when we go to our grandparents' house, it's like us. And we're like, cool guys.
Don't have to share.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I get all the presents. No.
Wow.
But yeah, it's always sad when there's nobody there. Even if you don't talk to people, it's just good to have everybody together.
Yeah, I've got an interesting situation this year because my uncle Ace is gone. He's out of state with his brother who's like really struggling with cancer, and like he's there to help him through treatments and things like that. So it's gonna be the first year that someone of the immediate family hasn't been there.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and it's really odd, and like it just hit me all of a sudden. Technology. We'll probably FaceTime him in.
Yeah.
Or something like that. But it's just odd, like when you don't have that just cohesive group that's always been there.
You always see that face.
It's like somebody's missing.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
What are we doing?
Yeah. But yeah, I love Christmas. Christmas is really special to me, and yeah, will continue to be.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
What are you excited about this year?
Man, for like this year?
This year, Christmas.
That's the sad thing. Christmas has become no longer exciting to me for things.
Really?
Like, yeah, for like if I think about things, I think more it's like would be giving gifts. Like,
yeah, that's valid. Like, yeah, I don't mean like what are you excited to get. I mean like what excites you about Christmas this year.
I would say like probably my favorite thing about Christmas every year. I don't know if I would say I don't have any like expectations for this year, but overall my favorite thing is the snow and the fire. like being around the fire while it's snowing.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's my favorite thing.
Cozy.
Yeah, I love it.
Huh.
What's yours, Luke? What's your favorite thing for this year?
Wow.
What a question.
A lot of questions, yeah.
Some, what kind of questions
What are we trying to say, Grant?
might be asked?
What?
Skyrim.
Skyrim. Playing Skyrim, no. Oh, wow. That was a callback. Okay. Inside jokes. No. But, what am I excited about this year? You know, I think I'm kind of similar to you. I like just hanging out, just being there with your family, with the people that you care about, and just being there, being cozy, having some food. Like I get so excited like about getting Christmas presents for people, like and watching them open this thing that I've bought, 2 months ago because I do my Christmas shopping
6
really
months
early.
in advance.
Like, because I think about it. I put a lot of energy into what I'm going to buy someone. I try to get a good deal. I try to get them, like, the most that I can for the money. And I really put a lot of value into that and, like, giving someone something that I think that they're going to like.
Yeah.
Because, I've thought about them, their personality. And I love to see people's reaction when they get something that's cool. And they really do enjoy it. I like that. And like I said, just being there, hanging out, getting cozy on the couch, hanging by the fire, because we got the big fireplace situation in the living room, and just having a lot of food, a lot of people, and just being there. It's cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yay, Christmas!
I think that's about every holiday, though, is being with family,
Mm-hmm.
You hear, I was like, people were like researching it, and they're just like, the greatest part about it is family.
Mm-hmm.
Every event, it's just being with your family.
Mm-hmm. Well, because it seems like, most of the time, we don't take time to spend with our families other than major holidays.
Yeah.
So when those holidays do come around, we put emphasis on that. We really try for those holidays, and that you're going to see people that you might not see all the time, and you're going to be in the same room for the extended, and you're going to be in the same room for an extended period of time, and, it's just fun.
It's bad when you don't like the people, though.
Yeah. For those of you that have awkward Christmases.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
It does.
We've all been there. We've all had that Christmas where you've been like, ooh,
how did that happen?
I'm going to go over here. I'm going to sit in this
I'll
corner.
take my Christmas presents with me.
Yeah. So, I feel like that's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, that's good.
Let's cap it, Grant.
Boom.
Let's cap it. Podcast number 1. We're in at about 45 minutes and some.
Whoa.
We have talked for 45 minutes with a phone call. Yeah. So it's about a standard issue podcast. We can cut it down and
10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Nothing out of this.
10 minutes. So I enjoyed it. I had a good time with this.
It's awesome.
I mean, this is going to be rough. This is the first one ever. It's just the two of us. We're just us talking about random shenanigans.
Whoa.
This has been Shower Thoughts.
Shower Thoughts, episode 1.
Episode 1, pilot number 1.
Episode 00.
Yeah. 0.001.
Yeah, barely.
So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to give us a review on the iTunes podcast, because pretty much that's the only way for the podcast to grow.
Review us.
So let us know what you thought. You got any topics, feel free to send them into either of our Twitters. Grant Sperry, what is your Twitter account?
I don't know.
You don't know your Twitter handle. That,
No, I do not.
That is okay. So I am at Luke Richmond 92. So drop me what you think about it, and it'll be awesome. So thank you guys so much for listening to Shower Thoughts. If you have any shower thoughts, once again, send them in. We love you guys. We out.
Cue the classic music.
Boom.
You know, at the end of something, it's usually just like, and then it just cuts.
I'm still recording.
I know you are.
We out.
It's like it ends, but it's just like.
Thanks for watching, YouTube. Y'all are awesome. Bye.
Be sure to like, subscribe, comment.
So hopefully you guys like this. This isn't going on the normal podcast, but Yeah, so I'm gonna upload this to YouTube probably, cut it down to size, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm stepping away from the vlogs. Check the last video; you get a little more detail on that. And we're gonna kind of go to more of this podcast thing, and see how it goes. And I'll post some video for it for a while, and we'll see what happens. I'll still be posting content to this page, but it'll be more like intentional videos. So like I said, just watch the last video if you're interested in any of that. And we will see you next time.